In this section of brakes, I want to mention what all is involved with a complete brake job. And that starts with the brake pads themselves, replacing the 4 brake pads on either the front or the back of the vehicle, whichever end you're working on. And that usually requires retracting the piston back into the caliper to fit the new pads in. Next would be the brake hardware. This usually consists of the metal retainer clips that sit between the pad and the caliper, and possibly any other rubber boots. The hardware comes in kits, so you'll have everything you need. And also lubricating any contact points between the pad and the caliper, or the piston and the caliper, along with any sliding mechanisms, lubricating those well with a silicone-based lubricant, usually referred to as a brake lubricant. Next would be considering your rotors. Replacing them would be the more logical approach to take in order to assure a clean, smooth, and good thickness on your rotor. Machining them several times, that can take away the ability of the rotor to actually dissipate the heat and leave it vulnerable to easy warpage with aggressive braking. That is the main steps involved in the complete brake job. If you don't concentrate on these main steps, there's a high chance, it's highly likely that your brakes can squeal even after a new brake job. Things that can be examined during this process are the rubber brake hose. They can leak, and that'll cause a spongy feel on the pedal. And also the any leaks in the calipers, any brake leaks anywhere in the system, especially on around the caliper or around the piston that sits inside the caliper, they can leak also. When you're installing the pads back onto when you're installing the wheel back onto your hub and you're just about to finish up, this usually requires pumping the pedal after everything has been reassembled. This helps to repress the piston back against the new brake pads, because you're going to have to deal with a small gap from when you retracted the piston back into the caliper. So having to pump the pedal about 3 or 4 times is fairly normal in order to reset the piston back against the brake pads. Scroll through the rest of the page for any other information that I may not have covered.